Hey, you're back. What took you so long? Are you tired? Do you want to sit down and relax? Put your feet up and get comfortable. Forget about all of the things that bothered you today. Let all of that stress just float away. Work is over, and it's time to think about something else. You know what I've been thinking about today? I've been thinking about all of the things I like to do when I'm with someone special. How about I tell you about my top 3 favorite things to do when I'm with someone special? I bet you're wondering if you're special. Of course you are. I'm here, aren't I? So, can you guess what number 1 is? No? It's a picnic. I love to find a nice, quiet place in a park or an open field with lots of grass and sunlight. It's even better if we set up our picnic under a big tree. The shade from the tree will protect us from the heat so that we can be as comfortable as possible. I brought my favorite blanket for us to lay on. I like to spread it out nice and wide so we can have plenty of space to get comfortable. And once the food is laid out, you can lay down on your back beside me while we talk and laugh about anything. While we're looking up at the sky, it almost feels like we're flying. It's so peaceful under the big tree that we fall asleep before we ever get a chance to eat. And even in our sleep, we can still feel the breeze blowing across our faces and hear the leaves swaying in the wind above our heads. Can you see why this is one of my favorite things to do now? It's the perfect getaway from all of the noise and commotion of everyday life. It's the perfect escape. Are you ready to hear about my second favorite thing to do? You'll like this one, I promise. Have you ever rowed out to the middle of a lake and just sat in the boat with someone special? It's so amazing. The sound of the gentle splashes as the oars go in and out of the water is like a lullaby that will rock you to sleep like a baby in his mother's arms. The motion of the boat as it sways back and forth with the rhythm of the lake. If you're lucky, when you're out in the middle of the water, just being still and listening to nature's sounds, you might catch a glimpse of a fish coming to the surface, looking for a bite to eat. And each time they do, they make a sound like a raindrop is hitting the water. If you listen closely and stay very still, it sounds like a sweet, melodic song that the lake is playing just for us. The best part about being in the boat, in the middle of the lake, is that we're all alone. I can tell you things that I've never told anyone else, and there's no one else around to hear it. We can share secrets and tell each other things that we've always wanted to say, but could never find the right time. Well, the time is now, while we're alone. How does that sound? Are you interested in my secret? I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I can't help myself. But you have to promise not to laugh, okay? Well, I have one more thing I want to tell you about. Something I like to do whenever it rains. And the harder it rains, the more I love it. Whenever there's a thunderstorm with lots of rain and lightning illuminates the sky, I like to go somewhere like under a bridge or in an open garage, any place where I can feel like I'm in the middle of the storm. The rain is falling all around me, but I'm not getting wet, and the thunder rolls, but I'm not afraid, because you're there with me. If we're quiet and still, it feels like we're a part of the storm. The rain hits the ground with so much intensity, it's hard to hear anything else beyond the sound of raindrops pounding the ground. I get mesmerized by the steam that floats up from the pavement as the rain cools it off after the sun has baked the concrete all day. I watch the steam raise up into the sky until it disappears completely. When the wind blows, it creates a chill, and you notice the goosebumps on my arms, so you put your arm around me to keep me warm. It feels so good to stand next to you, nice and close, staying warm while the wind tries to separate us, and the rhythm of the falling raindrops tries to soothe us into submission until we close our eyes and I lay my head on your shoulder. With my eyes closed, the light spray of water that hits my face makes me feel like we're at the beach with the ocean tide rolling in and gently spraying my face. We could stand there together until the rain stops and the thunder has gone away. And if we stay there long enough, we might see the sun start to come out and a rainbow appears to give us the signal that we can move on with the rest of our day.